Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5, folks. Today, well, we've got a big one here at Texas Speedway. We're coming off a Texas Speedway race in the Xfinity Series. It was a stellar race overall. So if you didn't watch it, make sure you jump back maybe and take a little looky-loo. However, we look forward to jumping out to Texas here with our Cup car and seeing what we can do. I think I might do a little paint scheme change up real quick here. We'll see what happens, but I will see you on the track right before qualifying. This race could be a bit of a challenge for us against the better cars, but we should be able to fight our way around some of these custom drivers and hopefully do some good work on the track with them. Not much else to say here. Let's get out there and do our qualifying. All right. Very much like the Xfinity car, except a little more stable because we aren't super fast. The car is obviously a 90 overall, which isn't maxed out, which means we're not putting down top performance laps. We're not using any kind of a setup in this, not even the type of setup that you adjust at pit stop. So we don't get loose at all coming off of turn 4, which is great. But I ran probably 8 laps and then did a little pit stop testing and stuff, and we ran 30.6 almost consistently the whole time. So that's just where we're at. Taking a look at your top 5, though. Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt, and Brad Keselowski are your top 5 drivers. Sam Long leads the way in the custom driver qualifying. 20th place, Max Koss 21st, Gary Norton 22nd, Bryce Egan 23rd, David Childhouse 24th, Eliza Bethel 25th, Casey Kane 26th, Bernardo de Oliveira 27th, John Perez 28th, we're in 29th, Jeremiah Graham 30th, Malachi Thomas 31st, Michael Chavez 32nd, Matt Malone 33rd, Taylor Carpenter 34th, Tiana Holiday 35th, Timothy Mathis 36th, AJ Hale 37th, Lane Timbergen 38th, Matthias Espinoza 39th, and Tyler Stevenson 40th. Got 100 laps to get us up into top 22 area for our goal. Tony Stewart is still mad at us. Sam Long is a friend, which we appreciate. And Bernardo de Oliveira, also a friend, which we appreciate.
Coming to the green, driver. Almost ready now.
Speaking of, friend Oliveira right in front of us. As we get through the gears, we also see John Perez and that City Racing machine.
Careful, still there.
We get through the gears. We have Jeremiah Graham on our outside. And looks like Malachi Thomas right behind us. We're not really gaining anything right now, but I'm sure the draft will come into play pretty soon here.
Clear all around. Got a car high now.
Well, that was the first time that I got loose in 3 or 4. And I did get loose there. I didn't like that. We raced, like I said, a number of laps in practice, never got loose at all. And we raced behind. We were actually racing with Casey Kane while we were practicing. So
You got room. You're clear.
that was interesting. Keep it off the wall. Well, no, we're going to hit the wall a little bit. Jeremiah Graham gets in front of us, slows down a bit. Not sure about that. Oh, Casey Kane is there. I didn't realize. Thank you, spotter, or I didn't listen. No room for me to get in behind Matt Malone and Tiana Holiday, get in between them. I was trying to because now we're on the outside and now we're loose coming out of the quad oval. So that's great as we're just slowing down for everybody, dropping back to 35th place. Could be a rough race for us. I just need to get it together right off the bat, apparently. But I am glad that I'm out here racing against the custom drivers. I like to race against them. Of course, eventually we're really racing around everybody. But as it stands right now, custom drivers are where we are at. We have got Lane Timbergen right behind us. Matthias Espinoza on our inside, kind of behind us. We are going to take the high line here and hopefully get a really nice run out of 2, which we did not. And we are now all the way into 40th place. This is not what we want, but we also know, especially on a track like this with a car that isn't very competitive, that we need to run the low line to catch up at all. So that's what we'll start to do now and live in the draft.
That was a great lap.
Yeah, that was not even close to our qualifying. Well, it was 0.3 off our qualifying. So, and this has a draft. So come on, guys, let's get it together.
You're clear.
I should maybe adjust the wedge a little bit make us a little looser. More turn option on pit road if I remember to do it.
Still there.
Just trying to get some of these positions back.
Wow, that's
We're
fast.
14 laps outside, or 14 positions outside of 22nd, which is where we need to be to get our bonus. However, our bonus is like out of 5 races. We have to do it 3 times or something like that, so it's not too big of a deal. 15 in the tank, 30 laps in the whole stage, so we're going to be pitting about halfway through
Still there.
stage 1, to which we will then be, ooh, that was a really nice turn. Anyway, we'll speed it up after the pit stop potentially. We'll see. I mean, I like to keep it on when there's action going on. There's action going on right now as Espinoza behind us tries to make a run.
You're all clear up.
I had to tap the brakes a little bit to keep us down off of Mathis. Didn't want to have any contact there. Well, I try to grab the draft of Tyler, who started in last and has worked his way up to 31st place. Great job there for Mr. Stevenson.
All right, you're clear.
Oh, that's not going to be good for us. We tapped that apron. I actually saw some smoke from the tires, so that's going to wear them out a little bit, and it's going to stunt our speed quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and get in front of Espinoza to try to get a little bit of a push here. And, damn that apron again. That's always been my problem. I bring it down on the apron, or I tap that apron, it slows us up. Dirt to Daytona, I did the same thing. You tap that apron, though, and you're gone. At least here, there's a little bit of leeway, but here comes crap. Tibergen on our inside. We got a run on Espinoza. I don't know if Tibergen is there. Yeah, he is, but we have a run here. Can we get it through 3 and 4?
Stay high, stay high.
Better than him. Nope. See, that inside lane is just, and you can keep it down like he is, so he doesn't lose any speed by me crowding him like I just did. I was trying to get up in behind him there, just get off the gas a little bit to get into his draft, and
Hold your line, got one
unfortunately I didn't turn early enough going into the turn because I was paying more attention to him than I was the race track, and Espinoza's going to be there.
Careful. Still
It's a hard race. We don't have any special setup in it, and so our gear ratio is the same. We're not running special RPMs or anything, and we don't have a fully upgraded car, so all of those things come into effect.
20 laps to go.
Let's kick some dirt up on Chavez's car by hitting that little spot through the quad oval.
Careful. Still there.
Ooh, that's going to suck. Get off the gas and just
Hold
let
your
him
line,
pass
got
us.
one inside.
We're about a half lap down from the leaders, which sucks. Trying to get back into it. Try to really, see, just tap that flipping apron again. Best thing I can do there is let the car drift up, which I can do right now because no one's really around us, but we're only 11 laps into stage 1, and we are struggling mightily. Episodes this week, the goal is to put one out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for those of you who watch them live. I know I try to keep it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever, but life happens. I've said it before. You all know it, and thank you for all being as understanding as you are. But I do try to always get the 3 episodes out.
Still there.
There, I should follow that lighter line. We got a nice run there on Chavez. We were able to take the position. I'm not actually sure why he slowed down. There was absolutely no contact with us, but it worked out, so I'll take it. I'm just going to keep it off that dang apron because it works so much better when we do the right thing. Focusing on doing good. We still have 8 in the tank, 17 laps. I thought it was a 30-lap stage, and I thought we only had 15 laps. Maybe it was 15 left when I looked. It doesn't matter. We're starting to catch. Ooh, got loose out of 2 there. Starting to catch up on Tibergen a little bit. Hopefully, a little touch on the apron there, but hopefully we can make some magic happen here as we're losing now Tibergen and Espinoza. Just driving away as Chavez and Carpenter are catching up to us. And that's on us. I mean, we're not as fast as I had hoped we would be. Had a nice 1 and 2 there. See if I can put together a nice 3 and 4 here. And yeah, we can, apparently. That was a really nice 3 and 4. I just have to repeat that another, like 85 times. No big deal, right? All right, we should be hitting Tibergen's draft. We aren't, though. Shocked about that. Yeah, we've done a lot better since we've kept it off the apron, though. Not sure why I'm not getting into his draft at all. Just got that taste real quick there. See if we can get to it before we come out of 2. We're a little tight out of 2. No setup, remember, so we're just driving the default, which is muy el dificultio. I know, it's not real Spanish, or is it? You don't know. Ooh, real loose coming out of 4, side by side with Tibergen. That's going to be costly for us.
Stay on the bottom.
Get a nice run out of 2.
Right, you're clear.
Drift up the track and try to start working on Stevenson. I mean, we're quite a few, 5 positions down from where we qualified, or 4. Yeah, 5 positions down from where we qualified, but we're doing the best we can to get ourselves up there. That's going to slow us down about 4 miles an hour. Tire wear is not going to be an issue with only 3 left in the tank. We should see cars starting to pit soon, which is going to be a godsend because Dale Earnhardt is right on our booties. And if we go a lap down and he puts other cars a lap down, we're in big trouble. How are my lefts looking? Maybe I go for 2 tires and just enough gas to get us through here, and then we pit at the end of the stage. I think that's what we're going to do.
You're going to blow a tire soon.
You're going to blow a tire. Shut up.
Gas.
Yeah, we're going to go 2 and enough to put 10 in the tank or somewhere around that. Dale Earnhardt has pit. Looks like Richard Petty has taken over his spot.
Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down.
We're slowing down too. Sort of. This is where they come off the track. I don't like that. That's gonna. Yeah, what was gonna say? We're gonna hit the wall there, but whatever. We got through it.
You're clear of pit road.
Barely took right sides and enough gas to get us through stage number 1. And I'm really hoping that that's gonna help or work out for us. Here we go. Get through the gears. Sitting in 33rd place, Sienna Holiday in front of us, Dale Earnhardt right behind us still. We have to be definitely cognizant of that. Everybody else had a pretty good stop. We had 3 seconds worth of damage we did opt to resolve. Maybe I shouldn't have until post stage, but I don't know. I decided to do it now. Might get a position there. Might get another position as we've got Malachi Thomas in front of us. Cool. We'll just hit the wall again and put all that damage back that we had before. This is going to suck because we are absolutely going to get lapped by Senior. I don't see him yet, but I see his number. Looks like we also have a car on pit road that is potentially coming off, but maybe also not coming off right now. Maybe, yeah, they're coming off. Never mind. Thought maybe someone was out of the race. What the hell? Here comes Tyler Stevenson and Dale Earnhardt.
Inside.
And we just screwed ourselves up right there, but we're also not the first car a lap down anymore. So that didn't go well for me. Looks like Jeff Gordon is back here. 7 laps left in stage number 1. Move up the track so Gordon can go. It's going to open the door, though, for some other drivers.
You're all clear up top.
I'm trying here, folks. It's going to be a rough race for us. Now we hope that Dale Earnhardt's able to pass all the way up to 22nd, lap all the way up to 22nd, or we're in some trouble. We got a car smoking going on the pit road right now. I don't know who that was. Too much smoke to tell, but we'll have to take a look at that. 5 to go as we are a lap down. I was really hoping to do well in this race for money's sake, but I don't see a strategy that can do anything for us at this point. I played the strategy with my only putting on right sides, and as you can tell, it's not really helping as cars are driving fairly well away from us. We're hanging on to it, but we're not gaining on any of these guys, and I think it's because they all went in for full pit stops and we're just fine. Yeah, Espinoza still a second in front of us. Here comes Logano. We're going to stay high. I'm not messing with that. He can just go around our inside. We're not racing him anyway, and I'm also not about to be racing against a rival. No reason to be taken out. Looks like whoever pulled onto pit road, though, is potentially out for the race. They are at least multiple laps down now. That wasn't great for me. So we see Labonte coming up. Lane Tiberghien caught right up to us with that. Now I'm trying to hang with Labonte's draft for as long as I could to pull away from Tiberghien. I mean, we're actually up in 31st. We're higher up than we were. Here comes another rival, so we'll move out of the way.
Stay high.
And then pull down. Oh, no, another rival. Just move out of his way. You know what I'm saying? There's another rival, too, is Tony Stewart, who made claim to let us know that he hates us. And there goes, well, we are not rivals, thankfully, with Richard Petty. That makes me happy. Yeah, the two-tire change might have worked if we didn't have the damage. But dropping down to 32nd place as we're on the final lap for us. We're about a third or a quarter of a lap behind Senior, who is leading the race already. So we're probably going to finish multiple laps down in this race unless there are cautions, which is fine. I mean, honestly, we should. We have a trash car with no setup in it. So Texas is a big track, and you need speed and you need draft, and we don't have really either of those things.
Nice driving,
32nd place, not what we wanted, but it's what we get. All right. We pit. We're in the same spot we were in. We're a lap down.
We're going green.
I don't know. We got to do something to get ourselves up farther.
Still there.
What we got here? 30 laps in this stage as well. 20 laps in the tank. Okay. Well, that answers why we were in that spot before then.
Careful. Still there.
Had to come off the gas a little bit as to not fade up the track anymore.
You got room. You're clear.
Able to get around Carpenter. Trying to roll right behind Tiberghien here. Got Stevenson here as well. Malachi Thomas right in front of him. I saw that happening, and I had an idea, and instead I had to get on the brakes and not run up the track again as I went way hard into the turn, which wasn't great, but thank goodness for a draft. It prevented A.J. Hale from getting a big run on us.
Still there.
Try to finish this off.
Careful. Still there.
2 positions or just 1? 2.
Car high.
Oh,
Careful.
wow. What a run by Stevenson. Did not see that happening. And for some reason, we have the number 9 of Chase Elliott back here. He's going to get around us. No problem. He's a lap. Oh, because he was probably the first car a lap down. So he got his lap back. Not exactly what I want to be experiencing right now. 3 wide racing as we go into 3 and 4, but we were able to kind of turn down in front of AJ. He slowed it down a little bit to get out of our way. Just no power. No power. Let's speed it up until we are pitting, because we haven't had a speed up in the race yet anyway. And let me just focus and see if we can make some spots up.
goes out, back or down.
Oh, a caution comes out. I have no reason not to pit, so we're going to do that. That could bring some strategy for us because right now, Chase Elliott pitting again. He's 2 laps down. He might be the reason for the caution. Bad race for him. We weren't gaining on anybody in front of us, so might as well do what we can. We drop back to 38th, but honestly, who cares? This is going to put us out of sequence.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Are you ready now? Green's out now. Let's go.
Elliott's still in the race, but a lap down from us. Not sure what's going on with that car today, but he's had a rough day.
24 laps. Stay on the bottom.
20 left in stage number 2. We should have 20 in the tank.
You got room. You're clear there. Car outside.
And there we go.
You're clear.
Did Gary Norton pit as well? Because he's back here with us. And he was up in front of us the whole time, so I think he did pit as well. I'm hoping that with fresh tires, we're able to do some more work, and they're all going to pit. And, you know, with like 10 to go or so, and we don't have to. So this is kind of a big deal for us to maybe get through this whole stage. The rest of this stage, this could be the strategy that gets us back up into a good position. It's not just about racing, folks. Strategy is a big deal. Of course, we have to do the right thing while we're doing this right now as well, to not lose out on anything. With the fresh tires, we could potentially drive ourselves up to the back of, to being the first car lap down anyway, which would be a big deal as well. We decided to go on the outside of Chavez. Little contact there, not great. That's going to hurt us bad, actually, as far as speed goes.
Hold your line, got
I
one
don't understand that. I didn't think I did that, but we got a nice run out of 2, so we're going to jump to the inside now of Chavez and try this one again.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Nobody needs the top. Thank you. Tiana Holiday, Matthias Espinosa, Tyler Stevenson in front of us. And if we pass any of them, we'll be in the 20s, which will be the first time since we qualified that we've gotten back up there. Proving that tire wear is a big deal because we're able to run a lot better than these cars. They're running probably 5 miles an hour slower through that turn than I can. And I get to Holiday as I can.
Car on the outside now.
Keep it off the apron. Just a slight contact with the apron. Here comes Chase Elliott. Little contact from him. No big deal.
Still there.
We're going to use his draft as much as possible as we go into the next set of turns. And try to hold this car down.
Inside. You're clear all around there.
Not going well. Okay, so Tiana Holiday, Gary Norton is the first car on the lead lap. That's why he was back there. That's good for him, which means I need to get in front of Tiana and hope for another caution maybe, or just stay in front of Tiana and not get lapped again. Schildhaus up in front of us. He is on the lead lap currently in 25th place, or in 27th because Gary Norton is behind us, but on the lead lap. All right, a bad turn there. That's going to bring everybody right back up to us. Getting a bit of speed, but it's kind of just a gap part. I'm not sure if I have my mic unmuted after the restart of stage 2. So if I didn't, it's just going to be a really long speed up. Otherwise, I'm going to speed things up until cars start pitting, which is about 4 more laps. And we'll be back on the mic when that is done. I forgot to come back. I was focusing so much on the cars around me. Tony Stewart is one of them that's a rival. Alan Kulwicki coming up is a rival. So I was trying to avoid all that stuff, but here we go. We're going to cross the line in 11th place. But the most important news is we're the first car a lap down technically. So we're going to be back on the lead lap. Concerned about that. That might mean that we are... Oh, we're not the first car a lap down because all those cars were caught a lap down by Jimmy Johnson. Unbelievable. All right. Well, we got our lap back then. We're just still a lap down. Good news. We're inside the top 10.
Coming to the green, driver.
Bad news, or real news, is that's not going to remain at all. I just have to pay attention to how I do this. With Kulwicki there, I'd like him to get around us before we exit because he'll run us up into the corner. There you go. Nope. Kulwicki's here running us into the corner. Or into the wall.
Got a car coming inside now.
Here comes Stewart. Got him around us cleanly.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
Here comes some of the subscriber drivers.
Clear low there.
We're going to pull up in behind them. We should be all right to race against them.
Got a car low now.
But I got to get my act together because I was driving completely in my rear view that whole time to make sure we didn't get run through by any of the rival drivers. And I think we did an all right job. Not great, but all right. Here comes Schildhaus. We're going to drop back well below the 20-second mark, I think, which sucks.
Still there inside.
And we're all a lap down to race leader Jimmy Johnson. He is destined to win this one, with having a lap on everybody and being able to pit like he did.
Still there inside.
Chase Elliott and back, I guess, are all 2 laps down,
Still there.
which is unfortunate for them, because I don't think they'll make it up either. And that's not a we thing. That was done by
Inside.
Jimmy Johnson, so that actually kind of sucks. But I need to start getting around some of these cars and start to work on Liza Bethel and Bernardo De Oliveira are the 2 positions that I can get.
You got room.
I can't do anything with this car, though. It is trash. Without a setup in it, these cars are absolute trash.
Still there inside.
You're not competitive. Oh, we got a car hard up into the wall, coming back down in front of everybody.
Got a car low now.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't come back up into the whole thing. We did. That's only supposed to... Caution's supposed to come out when there's more than one car involved. It did not. That's dumb. All right, we got damage on the back end and on the right rear. But we're all right for now, I guess.
He's pitting this time.
Of course, people are going to pit now because they got damage. We're going to keep it out and see what we can do. John Perez pitting. Is that Jeff Gordon pitting? I mean, these cars were involved in this wreck. There were multiple cars involved in the wreck. I'll have to check the settings after. I did not change. All I ever change is I do 30% race length for Cup, 35 for Xfinity. So I don't know why a caution didn't come out. Well, we know cautions are on. A caution came out earlier for Chase Elliott's mess up. So I don't understand what that whole situation did, but it looks like at least one of the cars will be getting back on the track, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. They're all looking like they're still on pit road. So it's going to be a rough day, or rough end of the day for those drivers. We've got 14 left in the tank. And we're trying to start to catch back up on some people, but like Bethel and Bernardo De Oliveira, without us being able to, without us getting lucky with a caution now, which I needed, we're not going to catch Bethel or Oliveira. Good news is, good, bad. Good for us, bad for, what on earth was, what? Whoa. Apparently, it's about to go real bad for us. Why did that just happen? Wow. Well, that is really, really crappy.
Got one down low now.
Hold on. Oh yeah, we've got
a car
we've got
coming
massive
inside
issue
now.
right now. Massive issues.
Got one peeking inside.
Can I
Inside.
get by? We got to make it to at least 20 to go, but we can't come out of it. Wow. I don't know what the damage looks like on the car, but it's pretty intense if I can't come around the corner without losing the back end. Yeah, I can't drive straight through this area without losing the back end. Here's John Perez looking to get his lap back. Bethel just lapped us, so now we're... Jeez. We're going to try to limp it, but I am all over the place right now. We have heavy damage that needs to be repaired. And the car is
Hold your line. Got one inside.
just absolute trash. What do we got going on here? Does it tell me? I can't. Car sideways there again. Car sideways going through the quad oval. Everyone's passing us. I can't pit. I can't arrows at 86, which means we've got damage. Big time damage on the back end.
Inside.
Down to 23rd place. I got to pit. I got to pit and hope for something to change. I can't do anything about it. Car is absolute dog trash. We're not, when we pit, we're going to lose everything. Wow. We're just...
Drop your speed, driver. Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Well, not every race is a good race, folks. That's all I'm going to say. We can't... We're we're last place of running cars right now. And we're multiple laps down. We've got Casey Kane, Matt Malone are only 8 seconds in front of us. If we could somehow, with fresh stuff, catch them. I mean, they're going to have to pit. We're all off schedule now, and I guess I could hope for a caution to come after everyone pits. But after seeing that big wreck that happened with Harvick into everyone and then us getting run into by coming back up on the track going too slow, you know, it all happened. There was nothing I could do. I was out of control when I came back up on the track anyway, so getting run into, having the damage from the other cars, that was all part of it, I guess. Which, I mean, it sucks, but that's what's supposed to be. That's expected when there's a wreck. I just don't want, there needs to be a medium. There needs to be like a strict, a medium, and a light caution thing. Looks like we're going to take a spot from Oliveira. I think he's pitting for gas. Now, other people may pit for gas as well, which will put us in a good spot to get some of it back. But 20 laps to go means that we're, what, 4 laps down? 3 laps down right now? Many laps down from the leaders. But it was coming out or seeing the wreck and then losing it myself, like you see people do all the time. Honestly, you do. You see... Oh, Olivier is still on pit road, which makes me think he's out. Anyway, my point is you see a lot of people when a wreck happens, someone hits their brakes, it's an instinct, and then they lose it as well. That's kind of like what happened to us. We saw the wreck. We tried to avoid the wreck. We overcorrected. We drove poorly, and we lost it. And when we came back up on track to run again, cars were there. There was nothing we could do about it. We got run into and wrecked another car that was, that hit us. It looks like that car is fine because it was, I think it was Taylor Carpenter. If I recall, it was a red car. And he did not pit. So that's good. We are gaining on Kane and Malone. We're just trying to salvage the best thing we can in this race. We got another car pulling on a pit road right now, but who knows how many laps ahead they are on us. Kevin Harvick, being the one who caused that wreck, is out of the race. So at least he didn't cause that whole wreck and now he's back still on the lead lap, because that would be annoying. Oliveira's out of the race, so we're still in last place for cars that are running. That could change. We do have a couple cars on the lap we're on, so that's good. There's no reason for me to be around Stewart. AJ Hale, I think, is pit now. And we'll take that spot for now. But if there's not a caution between now and the time we have to pit, all this is for naught.
Yellow's out. Back her down.
Well, that's not what we wanted at all. And we'll pit for the final time with everyone else because there's nothing else I can do. So the best we can get is 32nd at this point. AJ Hill. So the best we can get is 33rd. Because AJ Hill took the wave around and got a lap back. Good for him, though. I could have done that, I guess, and hoped for the... That was actually, for all you screaming at the screen, I made a mistake there as well. I'm kind of wholly messed up for this race. Like, my mind is just all jacked up here, I guess. We're in 33rd place. Got Timothy Mathis on our inside, and he probably will take it unless we get a nice run out of 2, which we did. So with the draft, we might be able to get a nice run into 3 and 4. No.
Careful, still there.
I mean, we can, but it's just not great because he is... Oh, for real? How is Earnhardt behind me? I mean, also, thank you, though. I know it seems weird, but... Well, we're going to lose it all now. Forget it. Never mind. He pushed us in the turn, and I couldn't slow down enough, so we ended up pretty much losing all that. That sucks.
Clear all around there.
I don't know.
Stay low, stay low.
We're not getting positioned, so we're just going to hang out, though, because there is racing going on. I don't know what's up with Earnhardt sitting back here, unless he was a lap down, and now he's on the lead lap as well with... Oh, it looks like we have a couple cars on the lead lap, actually, with Jimmy Johnson, because I just saw Labonte, just take the lead from him, so... So a battle going on between Terry Labonte and Jimmy Johnson. We are riding back here with Dale Earnhardt, who can't get around the pack real fast, but he's pretty fast. We had our fastest lap as we're just trying to follow the group.
Still there.
And I hope that we don't get some, like, nasty messages for being involved in the wreck with other cars, because that would suck. That was completely out of our control.
You got room. You're clear.
Wow. Getting on the brakes going into a turn is terrible. Well, here it is. Next race, Xfinity Bristol, I believe, which is exciting. I don't know how well we'll do in Bristol in the Cup Series because we don't have a great car, but we're going to do the best we can. We've always done well at Bristol since we got used to the track, so it is possible. And we've actually always done fairly poorly at Texas, so better at the short tracks than we are at the big tracks, I'd say. But we're the first car a lap down, or multiple laps down, I should say, so no matter what, we're not gaining those laps back. If there were another caution, people decided to pit like the leaders, that'd be great, but they won't because everybody has plenty of fuel to get them through the rest of the race. So anybody I pass right now is not for position, but here we are, driving as fast as we can. I mean, we're 4 laps down, so I think it just said 10 to go, which means there's only 6 to go, so I think it's 5 to go this time around. For us. Well, for the leaders.
Hold your line, got 1 inside.
What is he doing?
All right, you're clear there.
Yeah, 6 to go this time. Okay, so 5 to go next time around. Just definitely have to have an upgraded car. Definitely have to run a setup here to have any chance of competing with anyone. Where are we at if we don't get involved in the wreck earlier? Top 20. I think that's pretty strong, and it wasn't because we were the fast car to be in the top 20, but because of fortune put us up there. But it all changed. I mean, you saw how much better those championship AI drivers are than us. They all drove around us pretty quick, and the way they drove away was incredible. But the best we can do is show that we were competent on the track, which we did not do today. We did not show that. So, sucks. Sucks overall, but 33rd place is not, I guess, the worst. I don't know. It's not the worst. 40th place is the worst. All right, let's speed it up to the end of the race here. Maybe a bunch of speed ups in this race. I don't, again, know if I had muted the mic, but, or unmuted it, whatever. So I had to sneeze. And I don't think I unmuted the mic. And so
Still there?
There might be a big speed up that makes no sense, but it will. I'll make it work in editing. We'll be back at the end of this one, and we'll talk about more then.
Clear low. All right, hang hang in there with us. We'll get you a better car. We'll do
What
better next
the hell just happened? Whatever. Take the D and F. So the game is broken once you DNF. It puts in whatever, because obviously this isn't how the race was going at all. But Joey Logano wins it. Bobby Labonte second. Dale Earnhardt third. Richard Petty fourth. Terry Labonte fifth. Custom driver Sam Long 10th. Max Cost comes in 11th. Eliza Bethel 14th. John Perez 21st. Malachi Thomas 22nd. Michael Chavez 23rd. Kevin Harvick, who had DNF'd, comes in 24th. That's why I brought up his name, even though he's not a custom driver. David Schildhouse 25th. Matt Malone 26th. AJ Hale 27th. Lane Tibergen 28th. Tyler Stevenson 29th. Taylor Carpenter 30th. Jeremiah Graham 31st. Bryce Egan 32nd. Bernardo De Oliveira 33rd. Matthias Espinoza, 34th. Timothy Mathis, 35th. Casey Kane, 36th. Gary Norton, 38th. Tiana Holiday, 39th. And we came in 40th because we DNF'd, even though we would have come in 37th, I think. Otherwise, 37th was where we should have come in as a DNF if the game wasn't broken. We put that tragedy behind us and look forward to our next race, which is at Bristol in the Xfinity Series. I'm looking forward to that one. Of course, we do love Bristol here, so I'm definitely excited for that. I don't think we have enough money to buy the next car in the Cup Series. We'll have to wait till that race, which will be the last race of this week that we put out. But, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I'd like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.